Here, give it a stick. You feel it? How cold it is?
Do you bring this? Like, you bring this with you?
Absolutely. Give it. Come on. Work. Use the wrist. Put the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. There you go.
Look at the flick of that wrist. Look at the flick of that wrist. Look at the flick of that wrist.
Cal, wow. I've watched you grow and transform in the culinary scene for, several years now. And I just have to say, there's a handful of people that I get that energy from when I'm on social media, and I just have to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I
seen
really
you grow.
do.
Likewise, same thing.
And I was looking at reviews online, and there was definitely a common theme. There was best chef, punctual, unforgettable, I trust him, he has a key to my house, hosts the best dinner party, really cares about his clients.
Absolutely.
And of course the smoking watermelon, which we'll get into later. But that must really feel good, hearing these, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me, what brought your family, because you weren't born here, so what brought your family here?
Well, I'm the only one in my family here. They're all from Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta. Oh. And I came to college at Johnson & Wales University.
So you're the only one that came here?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you?
It's Miami, the beaches, the lifestyle, the ocean, women, clubs, nightlife, everything.
So you came here for Johnson & Wales, so you had a passion for the culinary arts?
Absolutely.
From the get-go? So you have pictures of you in the kitchen as a young kid?
Yeah, I was actually, my mom always tells me the story. I was like 4 years old, and I went to her room and I asked her, Mom, can you make me breakfast? And she was like, yeah, but she was on the phone. So she said like 10 minutes later, she smelled like kind of like a smoky smell and eggs. And she went in the kitchen. I pulled up a chair, cracked some eggs, and I started scrambling them in the pan. And she
at
said,
4?
At 4. And she said instead of stopping me yelling, she just kind of watched behind the wall to see if I was going to get hurt. And I cooked the eggs, I turned off the stove, I got down and ate them. And she was like, he can cook.
Oh. So you came here, Johnson & Wales. After you graduated, tell me a little bit about the journey. Maybe some experiences or positions that you held that really you knew, like, okay.
Yeah. So after college, I got hired with the Marriott International Hotel Company, and I got hired as a manager in Orlando. I was there for 2 years, loved it, did a lot of front of the house, some back of the house, great training. And then from there, I just worked in a lot of different restaurants, hotels, country clubs, getting as much experience as I could, because I wanted to know all about the food and beverage industry, from being a server to a bartender, from a chef to a manager, everything.
So Orlando, and then what brought you back to Miami? It seems that Miami keeps drawing you back here.
Then I got a promotion from that Orlando hotel to the Doral Marriott, which is now the Trump Marriott.
Yes.
Yeah, I was there for about 2 years as a director.
And I remember you from Gigi years. I loved Gigi. So were you a manager eventually at Gigi, or what was the position there?
Yeah, I started off as a server at Gigi, loved it, great spot, great food, great vibes. And then I worked my way up to a bartender, then a supervisor, then a manager, yeah.
And I'm sure, in my position, why I feel like I've been successful is that I've been able to see different roles within my industry. And I'm sure, do you feel like that's really been a great lesson for someone who's also looking to like kickstart their career to be involved in different aspects of the industry?
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea to have different roles and do different jobs in every industry, so you can, one, know what to expect, you can learn, and it just helps create a better whole for your future.
And I recently watched that you were invited back to Johnson & Wales to speak. I would imagine that was a very special moment for you. Yeah,
it was great. I really wish they would knock off my student loans for going back and talk. But it's nice, talking to the kids.
Maybe after this interview.
Shout out Johnson & Wales, knock off the student loan. But it's nice giving back to the kids. I was once in their seats, and I talk to them like I'm one of them. And the teachers always say, Calvin, you're the most influential speaker. Like, they beg for you to come back. I keep it real. Like, I talk to them about partying. I talk to them about drugs. I talk to them about studying. I talk to them about messing up. Like, I talk to them about, I failed a class once at Johnson & Wales. Like, nobody's perfect. And no matter who you are, where you're from, like, it's all up to you. It's all in your mindset. You can make it if you try hard.
I think that's very important, hearing from someone who was in their shoes.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And, culinary, explain to me like the rankings in the culinary industry, like how does that really work?
It's basically, job positions, job titles. You know, there's line cooks, there's sous chefs, there's kitchen managers, chef de parties, executive chefs, executive sous chefs. I think the most highly ranked position would be like an executive sous chef. That's usually the most highest ranked position at a hotel or some restaurants. But you know, people have different labels. Depends where you go.
And who are some of your mentors that you had, or you know, like influential people, whether it was Johnson and Wales or maybe now to this day, who you call when you're like, okay, I'm testing this?
Failure is my mentor.
Failure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't really look up to anybody. I don't have cable. I don't watch Food Network. Like I don't have like a favorite chef. I mean, there's guys who I think do a great job. Courtney Harris being one of them. Richard Ingram, Grandmaster Chef JoJo. But I don't really look up to anybody. I always have my own style. I don't watch TV because I don't want to be like anybody else. People,
I love
like,
that.
When people work with me, they're always like, let's look up recipes. I don't do that. But let's get in the kitchen. Let's create something. Let's make something. I don't have cookbooks. People give me books like, but I literally don't read cookbooks. I just cook and I make good food from what I like, what I see people like, and I experiment.
So, I mean, you must have recipe books from school. No? This is just you off a cuff. You're getting inspired.
Watch any video you ever see. You never see me look at a piece of paper. None of that. Everything comes from the heart and from my palate.
Wow, I love that. Dang. So, what are you exploring with now? Anything like new that you're trying?
Absolutely. We got a lot of things cooking up, but you got to book a party to see.
Oh, talking about parties. Let's talk about some of those parties. So it's definitely an experience. It's not just about the food. And
Definitely.
That's what I love. When you started, I started noticing when the videos started rolling out. You had, I feel like I was there. Like people, their emotion, they were just like so excited. You could feel the energy in the room. So I love when you decided to take the experience to videography. So tell me a little bit about that. And then tell me a little bit about like how it works when someone calls you up and they say, I want you to be at my party.
Well, let's start with the video.
Yeah.
You know, I love what I do, have a lot of passion about it, and I wanted to capture that. I wanted, it's like you said, it's something you got to see there, you got to feel it to believe it, you know? And the best way I thought to capture would be on camera and video. So I had to hire a videographer. And you know me, I like the best. So I had to get the best one in the world. Shout out to Wavy Lord, okay? This kid is amazing. You know, he comes with me everywhere, gets every shot, he puts it together perfectly. We got drones, 4K cameras, and it really gets you to dive into the experience like you're actually there. You know, you see the steam coming off the food, slow-mo people eating stuff. You can hear the crunch, you know? You see the smoke coming off the watermelon. So it's like a great experience.
And what's the most challenging part of, because you don't just go to the typical home, you know, or restaurant or venue. I mean, I see you sometimes in your white glove, multi-million-dollar condos. You're on these yachts taking off. You're sometimes in private jets.
Yeah.
And we see the final project. But like, what are some of the challenges that you have with pulling off these venues?
Listen, every day is a challenge. I'm literally in a new kitchen every time I go, like, unless it's a repeat client. So, basically me and my team, we just got to figure it out. For instance, we went to a house one time. It was a football party. My client Richard, shout out to Richard. We went to his house, nice mansion, Coral Gables, Ferrari in the garage. He had a whole gas kitchen, but homie didn't have any gas. For some reason, they didn't connect gas to the house. There's 25 people there, they're hungry, they want to eat. So what we do, I made it happen. I found 2 grills in the backyard. We put charcoal, we put 2 pans. I made a stovetop out of a grill, seared the food. Then he had 1 electric oven in the kitchen somehow, some way. We shoved all the food in there, got it like finished cooking. I boiled water, I was steaming things. We just figured out, but literally every time we go to a kitchen, there's a new problem, and it's all about overcoming it.
So you have to really like think quick on your feet.
Absolutely.
I'm sure. Tell me a little bit about your team. Who's with you usually?
Got the best team in the world. Gotta have Chef Angelo, my executive sous chef, must. Wavy Lord's got to be there, do the videos, okay?
Yeah.
We got Chris Curvis, the top server in Miami, at all the best restaurants, Makoto, Faina, Prime 112. He's worked all over the beach, all over Florida. You know, I got, you know, my little people, my part-times, you know, still part of the team, and they'll come out whenever. But my goal is to give my clients the best experience. And if you see sometimes, even I have chefs come in from other states, other cities. Shout out to Chef Marlo in Atlanta. Even different restaurants are in Miami. My goal is to give my client an experience that they will never forget. And really, I only work with the best. That's why you're here.
I mean, thank you. And I see you have the branding. I just love it. So tell me a little, do you have any rituals that you have or favorite tools that you're working with? I know you have to work with what you got, but there must be something that you do before to get you pumped up, ready.
Listen, me and the team, before we go to any house, we always, first of all, we're always early. We're there about 30 minutes to 15 minutes early. So typically before we go in the house, we've been on the road, driving there, getting all stuff together. It's a long process before we actually arrive. So we'll find the location, then we'll go down the street, we'll get out the car, and then we do something to get us pumped up. I don't want to tell you all the details, but just know we get pumped up before we go in. You ever seen Tony Robbins, like one of those motivational speakers that get all pumped up?
Are you walking to the fire pit? Like,
no fire pit, but we make sure we got that right energy, positive energy.
Good. And that was actually one, it was very interesting when I was reading through the reviews. Punctuality was almost, everyone was talking about how punctual you were. You know how Miami is.
But huge. That was one of the things I saw lacking in this industry. Chefs don't call people back. They're not on time. They're just not doing things right. So I wanted to come in and take over and be the #1 chef in Miami, which I have been for 3 years in a row on Yelp and Google. Check out the reviews. Google, Yelp, I'm there.
Where are they going to be checking these out at?
Google.com or Yelp, wherever you want.
And then your Instagram handle, where can they find you? Yeah. Your website?
PersonalChefCalvin.com.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, my clients, they expect the best, and I have to deliver the best. And you know what? They keep coming back.
So I want to know, what has been the most out-of-the-box venue that you've shot at that really stuck in your mind? That you're maybe you finished, you killed it, and then you looked at your team, we're like, wow.
We just did that?
Yeah.
Oh, private jet? No, I'm not going to say that one. Yo, wait, Lord, what was the craziest venue?
The one behind the old hospital that didn't get fixed.
Oh, wow, yes. So these people, they were doing...
Thank you for that.
A hospital grand opening, and it sounded so luxury. A brand new hospital, state of the art. That's what they were selling it as. And they wanted me to be there to make all these things and food and shrimp cocktails and sandwiches and drinks. And the hospital wasn't done. It wasn't constructed. It was just like a parking lot with metal and containers.
No way.
So,
and they were having an opening for it.
Oh yeah, opening ceremony.
Miami?
It was around Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, as challenging as it may sound. No sink, nowhere to wash your hands. We made it happen. So the goal is to always make it happen. Safe, professional, and with a smile on my face.
So someone walk me through the experience. I'm contacting you because I want you to cater an event for me.
When do you want it?
How it works.
When do you want your event?
New Year's Eve.
Of 2019? Or for 2020?
Yeah.
We're already booked. You got to go 2021. So that's step one. Please book ahead. Do you
have a calendar online, or we gotta?
No calendar online. You gotta call through. I physically make sure and book every client, so we never double book.
Okay.
When you're with Chef Cal, you're in good hands.
Okay. All right.
So you call, have your date ready ahead of time. It's $1,000 deposit to hold the date.
Okay.
That means I won't cancel on you. Nobody else can overbook you. If Diddy calls us, I want to party this day. I say no, I'm already booked that day.
Even if you have a gold card.
Gold card members have some special privileges, but I'll never double book. I'll make sure somebody's there.
Okay.
So first step one, you got to book your date, pay your deposit. We'll come up with a menu. I'll send it over to you. You approve it.
Do you come over? So I tell you the theme, or I tell you allergies. Is that a consultation
Great
of the
question.
phone?
Listen, if you go to a restaurant, what do? They hand you a menu. Mm-hmm. With Chef Cal, I create menus. Clients always asking me, send me a menu.
Right.
This is not Papa Do's. This isn't Houston's. This isn't McCall. We don't have a menu. We create menus. Private chef, creator.
So
Told you, I don't have recipes.
Each client
can make whatever they want come true. You see sushi dinners. You see Italian dinner. You see Latin dinners. We have no limits. We get the job done.
So I need to tell you kind of the theme, give you some sort of idea of what we're
tell me
trying
what
to
you like.
accomplish.
Tell me what you and your friends enjoy. I'll take the wheels from there.
And the amount of people, of course.
Boom, absolutely.
Okay, and then where won't you go? Where have you gone? Where's the furthest you've gone?
LA, Arizona, New York. We're working on a deal overseas in Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah, basketball team. They said the food sucks out there. They need Chef Cal to come out.
So you're thinking about going for an extended period of time?
Price is right. We're gonna go over there and make great food for this basketball team. They're gonna win the championship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any hints on which basketball team?
It's all private.
That's another thing that's really important to your clients and to you is that, privacy is key.
Absolutely.
Because you're working with the high net worth and a lot of clients who want their privacy. So that's something lip sealed, right? Unless you're on video. All right. So tell me, what I also love about your page, I feel like you really let the viewers into the day-to-day. So I always see you're at the butcher shop, you're, meeting the fishermen when they come in with the fish. So tell me what it is you're looking for from your source. You may not tell us who they are, but why do you select the butcher? Or what is it that you're looking for from the produce that you have?
Same thing with everything. I only want the best. I want the best meat. I want the best fish. I want the best cars. I want the best drinks. So I only go to the best. If not the best, I don't want it. Because my clients don't want it. Would you put 93 gas in a Ferrari? Or would you get the 96? No, but for real, literally, I've been doing this, for a while now. And I think every year my clients' expectations grow higher and my expectations grow higher. As you can see with my staff, you're a minute late, you're fired. 1 minute, doesn't matter. Because my clients deserve better. I deserve better. And you yourself deserve better. And some people don't like it, but one thing, they learn.
So, I've seen some of the craziest video clips, and of course, you got the smoking watermelon.
Yes.
And that cocktail looks amazing. And you have a lot of other concoctions. I don't even know how you're putting them together. Tell me a little bit more how you got the inspiration or how you've been testing these little different recipes.
So on my journey of being the #1 private chef in Miami, I knew I had to, be a server, be a chef, be a bartender, be a busboy, do all these jobs, a food runner, if I wanted to really understand the whole operation. And, just working in bars and being creative and being around alcohol, I knew I wanted to give people a new and a totally different experience, something they never had before. You know what? Instead of talking about it, why don't we just go upstairs and I make you a drink?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right. I've been waiting to get behind and official.
Yeah, I got your knife and flag apron.
Yes,
Shout out to Knife and Flag. All right, so let's make a quick cocktail.
Okay.
I'm all about fresh ingredients, good flavors, soto sake, so let's get into it.
Nice.
First, we're gonna get our soto sake, premium sake. Okay.
Love sake.
Add a little bit. Like I
Yes.
said, no recipe. I don't even look.
Even with the cocktails?
Even the cocktail.
Oh gosh. So you have a good eye at the pour. Okay.
Yes. Got a little fresh squeezed grape juice with ginger. Got a little lime soda. Bam, right in there. Got a little organic grape soda.
Organic
Okay.
grape soda. Okay.
Now, safety first. We need to put this on.
This looks very dangerous. What we're doing here.
Put this on.
Oh my gosh. Where do you even get this equipment?
Gotta be certified.
Oh my gosh, it's going down. Is this what you bring on when you're out? Okay.
Absolutely.
Really?
Safety first. Anywhere we go.
What is this that you're...
This is liquid nitrogen. Negative 321 degrees. Okay?
Where do you get...
Can you hold it? Is it too heavy? You got it?
I'm working out with my trainer.
All right. You're gonna pour it right in the bowl.
Pour it? How much?
Go. A lot.
A lot?
Come on. You know, Chef Cal, go more. Okay, stop. No, put that on the ground.
Where do you get this?
This is negative 321 degrees. You ever tried to freeze alcohol before? You ever put it in your freezer?
No.
Yeah. Well, if you do, I'll tell you something. It doesn't freeze. Today, we're gonna make it freeze. You see it?
Wow.
Now he's working his magic.
This is what people use for like Halloween if they're trying to do that, like, right?
Oh no, baby, they use dry ice. You gotta be certified to get this. Look at it. Look at these crystals. Look at crystallite. Look at the best drink you ever had, girl. Here, give it a sip. You feel it? How cold it
Do
is?
you bring this? Like, you bring this with you?
Absolutely. Give it. Come on, work. Use the wrist. Put the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. There you go. Oh, don't let it harden up. Okay, let go.
You have to be fast. I see this. Oh shit.
Perfect. You did a great job.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Loosen it up.
Thank you, Soto.
Soto Moto. Ooh, that should have been that shot. Put it right in the camera.
So, what are some of your favorite dishes that you put together and create?
Growing up, my favorite food was always macaroni and cheese. You know, I'm a Southern boy, so I love making that for people. You know, we could do it fried lobster. Recently, people have been going crazy for the hot Cheeto, fried chicken, mac and cheese. You know, I traveled to Thailand, so I love like Asian flair.
I love Thailand.
Yeah.
So you're probably, by the time you're home, the last thing you want to do is cook, right?
Yeah.
So, where's your favorite restaurant?
I have a private chef that cooks for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I shop local. I support chefs.
I love it. Cheers.
Try this.
This is safe to eat?
Chef Cal, always safe.
Oh my god.
Delicious, right?
It's like sorbet. Okay, so tell me about this meal plan, because I just started working out with a trainer and I'm all about the meal plans. That's a service how does that work?
First of all, meal plans are great. And when you have a chef that's cooking for you, you save time. You're gonna have more time with your family. Don't have to worry about cooking, cleaning up, going to the grocery store.
It's healthy.
Full service. We can come right to your home, cook for you, make everything, put it away, label it, date it, clean up. And it's like nobody was there.
The meal plan you'll do at your home. That's different. So no like delivery. You can do delivery.
We can do delivery, but there's too many delivery services. We're about a personal chef experience.
I love that.
That's the name. Personal Chef Cat.
I'm sure you've had a lot of success stories too. Do you work with like nutritionists for your clients that
Absolutely.
work on their plan?
Absolutely. A lot of athletes, nutritionists. You know, our goal is to make sure that your optimum performance. Like I said before, you're not going to put 83 gas in a Ferrari. You want the premium fuel, and our food is our fuel. Should be our medicine as well.
Of course. And tell me, 5 years from now, where are we gonna find you?
On my couch. Let me go to the couch. I'm sick of being here. I want to sit down.
5 years.
Where you see me?
Yeah. What's the ultimate success for you?
I'm gonna have a couple restaurants.
You want to open a restaurant?
The private chef business is gonna expand.
What kind of restaurant do you think?
It's in the works. I can't really talk about it.
Oh, so you're already working on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you even give us a little hint of the type of food we'll expect?
It rhymes with Hemwood.
No, really? Okay. All right. And one thing I know about you is you soak in the South Florida lifestyle that we all love. I see you with the top down, sometimes with your bird tequila, which is chilling over there right now. So what is it that you love? Like, what's your perfect weekend in South Florida?
Perfect weekend, man. I feel like anything is good. It's all about the company. But a Chef Cal weekend, you know, might start off with a nice brunch, a day at Soho, and off the afternoon on a boat, nice dinner with friends, family, some girls, you know, Kiki on the river, a lot of different, you know, a lot of different ways it can go.
Nice. Well, it's been a pleasure today. Seriously, I love getting this like inside scope of what's going on with you. I can't wait to see where you're going. I mean, the future is so bright for you.
Oh, thank you, Megan.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Been a pleasure.
And we'll all see you around, man.